thanks to this week's sponsor, Factor. Factor meals are chef-prepared, highly nutritious meals shipped to your door and ready in minutes. They have meals built around your goals. Every meal is crafted with functional ingredients: lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats. Fresh, never frozen, over 100 rotating meals weekly. Head to factormeals.com/Lewis50 off and use code Lewis50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box while supplies last until 9/27/2026. See the website for more details. This could all go horribly wrong at any minute. Hello there, and welcome to the 267th edition of Lewis Black's Rantcast, entitled The Blue Danube. And this one is going to be short, quick, to the point. I got to get out of here. I got to take Sammy for a walk. Then I get in the car, I go to the airport, and I leave for Vienna, Austria. That's right. To get on a boat to do something I've always wanted to do. Well, first off, see Vienna, which I never have. Trying to catch up with all the culture that I've missed. And then head down the Danube, something I've also always wanted to do, to get a sense of what it was like back then and now. And to see how angry they all really are. And are they possibly angrier than me? But really, the main thing is to figure out, is the Danube really blue? And I will see it for myself, and I will let you know when I am back. The week after this, there will be no Rantcast. There will be, there will be some stuff for you to see here. I don't know if we'll call it a Rantcast, but we'll be back on the air as in our normal slot, so that hopefully we'll put together some clips that you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the clips that you're going to be seeing today, because once again, all I can do is give you a heartfelt thanks for listening, a heartfelt thanks for writing all that you do. Have a lovely Mother's Day. I hope you had a lovely Mother's Day. And as my mother always said, every day is Mother's Day, and don't you fucking forget it. And that's what we got. It is a privilege and a pleasure to spend time with you. I'm very lucky to get away. I'm seriously lucky to be able to take a cruise like that. It's a lot of luck. Yeah, I did work, but doesn't mean it's going to happen. And I was lucky enough it has for me, and I appreciate all that you've given me on every level. So take care and enjoy the spring. See you soon. Too soon, I'm afraid. I'm really already upset that this cruise isn't long enough. Greedy? Yeah, my own special way. This comes to us from Ivan Friedman. I, as I often do, got a bunch of political solicitations in the mail today. I no longer contribute to political campaigns. Well, I'd like to contribute to some, and sometimes, if I have the energy and can find my damn checkbook, no easy task, by the way, I'll send a check with all my contact information blacked out. I think this may be illegal, but I shouldn't have to do that. Technology today allows you to simply check a box and click send. But no, the fucking government might want to make sure you're not a robot or foreign government or some fucking political pack trying to sneak in an extra $15 over the obscene amounts of money fucking Citizens United let corporations and private interest groups spend to buy politicians. A corporation is not a fucking person. And those dumb turds on the Supreme Court that said they are should have their mouths washed out with soap, and not nice tasting ivory, the kind made with lye or coal tar. The day a corporation can take a shit, have sex, or as these Washington hypocrites do, cheat on its wife, then I'll believe it's a person. But I digress. Contributions. The reason I have to go to these measures is if you let them know who you are, they give your information to every motherfucker running for dog catcher to president. And you get hundreds of emails and letters and surveys, which are another form of complete bullshit, all asking you to contribute to their campaign to rid the country of the scourge that is their opponent. They should be required to have a box, a big red one, that says, "Do not share my fucking information." It should be law or a fucking political campaign regulation. If they violate the regulation, the fine should be 100 times the amount of the contribution, split between the contributor and the group policing these contributions. This would pay for the program and not be a burden on taxpayers. The fines should go up exponentially for repeat offenders. Well put, Ivan. Well put and important, and I'm tired of it myself, too. Can't get rid of it. You punch out one and 6 more pop up. And what's truly amazing is it's from every state in the union. You can't even deal with your own state because you're too busy reading other states. But they've got to deal with their problems, too. It's unfucking-believable. It's beyond disturbing. My feeling is, everybody can contribute $25. They get a chunk of change from the whoever it is, the government, however we want to do it, and that's that. Okay? That is fuck that. You don't get it anymore, all right? And then they fucking press your buttons with, they've got $300 million and we only have $25. But they've been saying, we were really only asking for $25 donations, so that makes us better. The whole thing is madness. Just madness, Ivan. Thank you. And thanks for getting me started. From Jerry Sidnam. Thank you, Jerry. And I'm basically a chill guy, kind of like Spicoli in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Know what I mean, dude? I don't get too excited about most day-to-day bullshit. But I'm pissed. I know you're not supposed to start a sentence with a preposition, wherever the fuck Mrs. Martin taught me in the 8th grade. Fuck her, too. She was mean and smelled like Jack Daniels. Back to my issue. I have a good life. I'm retired, living the dream with my wife, amazing wife, I will say, and our 2 dogs. One of these dogs is the bestest girl in the world. The other one, not so much. He gnaws on his own leg like it's a spicy chicken wing from Popeyes, and he just got out of prison. Not the brightest. Anyway, I have my favorite spot on the couch, right? Everyone does. The dogs sit on the backrest behind me looking out the window. They get excited if they see a neighbor dog out for a walk, or if they see someone coming to the door. What fucking pisses me off are the fucking TV commercials that have a doorbell in the ad. Those marketing guys can suck a bag of dicks. When that doorbell chimes on my TV, the dogs go batshit crazy, barking 3 inches from my fucking ear hole with blasts of canine angst that travel right through my skull. As this happens, they jump down off the back of the couch, either spilling my beer or pouncing on my nuts. Fuck! Sometimes both happen. All because some Domino's guy is delivering a pizza on my TV. Fuck you, Domino's. I wish I had a list of all the advertisers that do this, but I'm usually limping to the fridge for another beer and a bag of peas for my nutsack. Those damn marketing guys know that what they're doing, and they don't give a shit. They are probably in their fancy offices on Madison Avenue, 20-something kids with their shirts untucked, drinking Red Bull and jerking each other off. Fuck those guys. I hope they die or at least get a testicular accident that would make them wish they were. Sincerely, Jerry Sidnam. Thank you. From Battle Creek, Michigan. Thanks very much. I don't know if I read that before. And I don't care because I enjoyed reading it again, but I don't think I did because of the dogs. My dog, Jerry, goes crazy if there's a horse on television. Not if there's a horse going up to Central Park. He doesn't go crazy when he sees him on the street. Nor does he go crazy around other dogs. But boy, he sees a dog on TV, or he sees that horse, and the horse especially, loses his mind. Sammy just flips the fuck out. Here we go. This is, I thought, quite spectacular, Mark. I'm really looking forward to sharing it with others because it's perfect. Well worth screaming about. I'm a teacher, and this week is state standardized testing, which, for all the things wrong with public education, is the crown jewel of how did we get here? So here's your history lesson. Back in 1999, the U.S. hit a 30-year high in graduation and proficiency rates. Then we elected a man famously known for his intellect, and he and Republicans rolled out No Child Left Behind. That's when the country became obsessed with standardized testing. Testing companies made hundreds of millions. Textbook companies crashed in, promising higher scores. And schools got stuck in a never-ending cycle of bubble sheets and panic. Fast forward to today, Lewis, and the security around these tests is tighter than the nuclear codes. I have to watch hour-long training videos, read a 50-page manual, and pass a 30-question exam just to hand out the test and stare at kids for 4 hours. And back when we used paper tests, if a kid threw up on one, we couldn't toss it. Nope, we had to seal it in a Ziploc bag and mail it back to the state like it was radioactive evidence. Because apparently we teachers are dying to study vomit-covered test questions to cheat our way to glory. Here's the kicker. Nobody cares about these tests. The kids definitely don't. Imagine being told to take a 4-hour test that doesn't affect your grade, doesn't determine if you pass or fail, doesn't earn you a reward, and doesn't punish you for bombing it. How much effort are you putting in? Exactly. But we still have to give it with a smile. But you know who really smiles about these tests? The news media and politicians. When the results come out, it's headline news. They will point at the scores and declare that kids are dumb and teachers are the problem. It's like blaming a doctor for their patient's diabetes and heart disease, even though the doctor literally told them to eat vegetables and walk more than 12 steps a day. And you know who else cares about test scores? Realtors and property investors. Because apparently little Susie's ability to do long division determines the value of your biggest investment, your house. In some places, especially for profit charter schools run by billionaires, a teacher's salary is tied to student test scores. So if half your class has been absent all year and hasn't done a single assignment, congratulations, you might not get a raise. Now, here's the part that really fries my brain. As teachers, these tests should be useful. We should be able to use the results to guide instruction, identify gaps, and help struggling students. But we can't. Why? Because we don't get the results until the next school year when the kids are no longer in my class or even in my building. So yeah, Lewis, welcome to the magical world of standardized testing. It's everything wrong with education wrapped in one giant, pointless, bureaucratic bow. That's the spectacular, and then you can't apply it. You don't even get the score in time to be able to help the student. What the fuck is the matter with us? Somebody made some money there, and I'm sure of that. Thanks to this week's sponsor, Factor. Factor meals are chef-prepared, highly nutritious meals shipped to your door and ready in minutes. They have meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support. They even have meals for strength and workout recovery. Every meal is crafted with functional ingredients, lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats. Factor bans 175 plus ingredients, no artificial colors or sweeteners, no high fructose corn syrup, no refined seed oils, just nutrient-dense food. With Factor, you can hit your nutrition goals without the planning, the grocery runs, or the cooking. Fresh, never frozen, over 100 rotating weekly meals, including globally inspired flavors like Mediterranean and Asian. So there's always something new to look forward to. They just launched ready-to-eat salads and have 70 plus add-ons, like energy snacks and green juices. And speaking of their salads, their chicken Caesar hits the spot, and I mean that. And I've enjoyed their turkey with herb gravy. Give it a try. Head to factormeals.com/Lewis50off and use code Lewis50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscriptions only while supplies last until 9/27/26. See website for more details. Holy fuck! It wasn't enough having drunks, coke addicts, and fucking crazy all over the fucking place. Now we have one of these Trump-sucking dick bucks claiming, wait for it, witch fucking craft. President Donald Trump's new acting Secretary of the Navy, Hung Cao, warned in 2023 that witchcraft had taken over the California city of Monterey. This guy was Trump's acting Secretary of the Navy. He also claimed he was African American because he spent some of his childhood in Niger. Holy fuck. We've gone from Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, FDR, and JFK to this shit show. Fucking conspiracy-crazed, corrupt, sociopathic drunks galore. A missing in action, cross-eyed, can see around corners coke addict heading the FBI. Pig-faced racists terrorizing anyone who isn't a white male. An eyeliner sporting vice president with 57 different names, and no one knows which one is his real actual name. Not even him. And an anti-vaxxing horror cutting penises off raccoons. And that doesn't even fucking begin to include the insane, demented, traitorous Russia-sucking pedophile heading it all up as fucking president. It'd be a fuck hilarious Mel Brooks movie if it wasn't real. Yeah, it would. It is unbelievable. Thank you for sharing. I did not know about the witchcraft had taken over the California city of Monterey. Wow. Wowie, wow. I've been there on a number of occasions. I didn't see any. I didn't see witchcraft occurring. So thank you, Mildred. And on to Amelia Wary. Hey, Lewis, I have a bone to pick with the DeMoines, Iowa Metro. Every goddamn month, I see more businesses breaking ground. You'd think that's a great thing, but no. Every fucking time, it's a goddamn car wash. How many fucking car washes do we need? I want grocery stores in the food deserts, not a place to wash another fucking Ford F-150. In my neighborhood alone, there are 4. 4! I'm starting to wonder if they're attempting to open a porthole to hell. A portal to hell. Waste of fucking time. We live in Des Moines, Iowa. We're already there. Thanks for your time, Lewis. Much appreciated. No, Amelia, I much appreciated your rant. I can't believe they're building car washes. It's small businesses, oh man, that's kind of extraordinary. From Patrick DeBan. I want to know why any sane person would live in Northeast Ohio. I've been here 5 years, and it's 10 years too long. Every fucking driveway has a 6-inch drop on it. I feel like I'm going to crack my teeth leaving a driveway. Or the fact that if I want to go anywhere, I'm driving 10 miles away, but of course not on highways because fuck me, right? No, I'm driving back roads where the speed limits range from 25 to infinite in the blink of an eye. And God forbid having a straight road. These roads are designed by the crackheads in East Cleveland. I always thought that one place that no one would miss would be Indiana. But Northeast Ohio beats it hands down. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. From Chase Glantz, the rant is due. You ever notice how the moment you tell someone you're religious, there's this pause? Like you just farted on an old church lady, or voted third party at Thanksgiving. They don't say anything. They just tilt their head like a confused golden retriever trying to understand taxes. Oh, you're one of those. Yeah, I am. And apparently that means what? I'm supposed to immediately become a judgmental, joyless, professional asshole? When did that happen? Because I read the material, I checked the source, I did the homework. And unless I got the director's cut with bonus hypocrisy features, I'm pretty sure the central message was not be insufferable at brunch. No, it was things like love people. Don't be a hypocrite. Maybe, just maybe, remove the log from your own eye before opening a lumber franchise in someone else's soul. But no, somehow we turned into, if you're not angry, you're doing it wrong. I meet people who expect me to be offended by everything. They're like, oh, you're religious? Let me guess, you hate this and this and this. And I'm like, no, I had a really good sandwich and I'm trying not to ruin anyone's day. Is that allowed? Is that in the bylaws? Did I miss the meeting where we all agreed to become unbearable? And here's the kicker. When you're not a jerk, people don't trust you. They get suspicious. What's your angle? My angle is I'm trying not to be a dick. It's a full-time job. Do you know how hard it is to be kind when you've got opinions? Do you know how hard that is? Because I have thoughts. I have many thoughts. Some of them are not gentle. Some of them are not kind. Some of them should never be cross-stitched onto a pillow. But the whole point is not to unleash every thought like a raccoon on espresso in a dumpster. It's restraint. It's humility. It's realizing maybe, just maybe, I am not the Supreme Court of the universe, which is very disappointing. I had plans. I had a robe picked out. But no, the loudest, angriest people grabbed the microphone, and now the rest of us are out here doing PR for a brand we didn't design. I swear, we're not all like that. And people go, then why are those the only ones we hear? Because they're yelling. Kindness does not trend. Patience does not go viral. Nobody shares a video of a guy quietly loving his neighbor. Hey, look at this guy. He didn't ruin Thanksgiving. Get this man a special. And so now, if you're religious and not a jerk, you're basically an undercover agent. You're walking around like, no sudden movements. Don't flip a table. Don't bring up something obscure from Leviticus. Just be normal. And people are waiting for you to snap. They're like, any second now, he's going to yell about something weird. And you're like, nope, I'm good. I'm just going to not be awful. which, by the way, feels like a radical act now. Just not being awful. We've reached a point where basic decency is a plot twist. Oh, wow, you believe in God and you're not condescending? I know, it's wild. Call the press. And look, I get it. Religious people have earned some of that reputation. We've had some PR issues, a few centuries worth. But maybe, just maybe, the solution is not doubling down on being unbearable. Maybe the solution is actually living the thing we say we believe. You know, love, mercy, grace, those tiny footnotes we skipped while screaming at each other online. Because at the end of the day, if my faith just turns me into a louder, meaner version of myself, then what exactly am I worshiping? Because I'm pretty sure it's not God at that point. It's just my ego with a choir behind it. And I don't need a choir. I need help. Not being an asshat. Wow. Nicely put, Chase. And really, I don't get anything like that. That's the one of the few that I've had on religion, and I really appreciate it. But that is not this is really quite nice, and I enjoyed reading it. Thank you. Mark Glend. I have a complicated relationship with technology, and by complicated, I mean I would like to fight it in a parking lot or behind the barn. I'm not a Luddite. I can set up a Wi-Fi router. I can open a PDF. I pretend to understand the cloud, which I'm fairly certain is just a warehouse in Nevada humming judgmentally. But voice to text? Fuck you. Voice to text is not a tool. It is a social experiment funded by chaos. Who invented this shit? Who decided, you know what people need while operating 2 tons of steel at 60 miles an hour? A robot that guesses what they're saying poorly. I'm driving to work, running late, normal adult failure. I decide to be fucking responsible. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. I'll use voice to text like a civilized member of society. God damn it. I press the button. I say very clearly, hey, Mike, I'm running a little behind this morning. Hit traffic near the bridge. Should be in about 15 minutes. Sorry. Professional, calm, employable. I hit send without proofreading because I'm a trusting soul and also a fucking idiot. 15 seconds later, my phone buzzes. Mike texts back, what? That's not punctuation, that's panic. Now I have to pull over. I open the thread. What my phone actually sent was, hey, Mike, I'm running a little behind this morning. I hit a giraffe near the fridge. Should be in about 15 minutes. So aroused. So aroused? Fuck me. First of all, where do I live that a giraffe near a refrigerator is even a possibility? Second, how does sorry become so aroused? That's not autocorrect. That's fucking auto-sabotage. Somewhere inside my phone is a tiny, malicious goblin going, oh, you want to maintain professional credibility? That's adorable. Why does it always choose the worst possible phrase in the English language? Never mishears you into something mildly inconvenient. It doesn't go sorry to soggy. No, it goes nuclear. Turns you into a criminal, a lunatic, or someone who needs to attend an HR seminar immediately. Now I'm pulled over on the side of the road contemplating whether I still have a career. Do I explain? Do I pretend it's a code? Do I take my own death and relocate to Iowa? Do I fake my own death, and relocate to Iowa? Because there is no dignified follow-up to so aroused. This is what we've done. We've handed our dignity to devices that can't tell the difference between remorse and arousal. And we're told this is progress? Progress? Son of a bitch. My phone can recognize my face in the dark from 3 angles, but it hears traffic and thinks giraffe. That's not artificial intelligence, that's artificial instability. I don't use voice to text anymore. I type, slowly, carefully, like I'm defusing a bomb in a cubicle. Because voice to text doesn't send messages. It launches reputational grenades in 5G. I'll see you at Mystic Lake in Minnesota, May 1st. And I'll see you there, Mark. I'll see you there. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. And I appreciate it. And maybe I'll read it there. We'll end up either you'll hear it there or you're going to hear it here. All righty, Mark. Take care and thanks. If that is your name. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Lewis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me. Aha, Lewis Black. Our live rant audio was produced by James Salter. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly.